Hello everybody, and welcome back to another well-appointed desk. Get my planner together. So I had said that I would do a live, but I think I need to do a little bit of preparation before I can do a live. I just have never set one up, so I need to work out all the little kinks and details, and not to mention probably tell people that I'm going to do a live. So in order to actually move this process along, I decided I would go ahead and just do this as a filmed plan with me. And you are welcome to grab a cup of tea, leave comments as we go along, and I will try, like moving forward, to be a little bit better organized and to plan, to do like clearly plan to do sort of a live, so we can do more chatting and things like that as we go along. So I set up the first 7 days in my October B6 Stology last week, and now tomorrow will be the 8th, and I need to actually have some pages set up so that I don't hit a speed bump, as it were, for my planning. So that is what I'm going to do now, and I'm going to try to make this as snappy as I can. One of the things that I discovered was there were a couple of pens I fiddled around with earlier this week that I decided were not for me. So I pulled them out of my massive stash of pens, which you can kind of see here. It really, for the most part, I need like 1 or 2 different colors of brush pen each month, and then maybe a fine liner or 2. So I really kind of went overboard, and as I'm moving along, I'm starting to pare down as quickly as possible, just because the fewer options I have, the less likely I am to hit sort of decision paralysis when I'm working. And so yeah, same thing with washi tape. If I have too many rolls of washi tape, I just don't use it because I have to make choices. So like 3 or 4 rolls is usually good. 1 really narrow, 1 a little bit wider, something in my color scheme theme for the month, and then that's about it. So what I did discover was that for the few little stamps that I like to use, I had only picked 2 colors of stamp pads, a black and this one that's called Wild Honey, which is actually kind of a yellow-green color. I don't know if you can tell. So I wanted to sort of dig around and see if I could find. So that one's very red. I could have sworn I had an orange one. This is the sepia. So, oh, that might be more fall color. And then we have frayed brick, which I used, I think, last month. Ah, there we go. That's what I want. Or frayed burlap. But when you look at the lid, it doesn't look like frayed. Maybe I flipped the lids. I don't know. I bet I did. Doesn't this look like it should go? Dope. Wild Honey really is this dark orange, and the frayed burlap looks more like this one. Okay, well, solve my own problem. Okay, so we're gonna stick with this one then, since now we have the right lid on the right color. And I might go with the sepia instead of the black. Again, like I said, the fewer choices I have, the easier it is for me to do all of this. This is a Col-o-ring OVERSIZE, in case you're curious, and I'm just using it as a scratch pad, test what colors I have, if they work together. So I'm going to put that off to the side. So I have my stamps and stickers and everything, and I kind of tucked them all into this envelope just to kind of contain everything. And it's an old envelope, and you can see I've been using it as scrap paper as well, but it's from the Sticky Club. That's the package that the stickers come in each month. So they're nice sturdy envelopes, and I didn't want to throw them away, so I continued to use them. And I think my date sticker is actually out right here. So we have a bunch more stickers and stuff. So let's see what we got. So, and I have this fancy set of stamps that I bought on Amazon which was super cheap. I'm not sure that the quality is the best, but so far I have not minded them, and they're kind of fun for Halloween. I have a little variety pack, and then I also, of course, have my nib, my unfamiliar nib stamp set, which I've been really having fun using the crow on the ink bottle. He's one of my favorites, if I do say so myself. So, all right, let's get going. So I pulled these, I mean, this apothecary bookshelf one is just, I keep using it, but it's so cute. This is in the shop, in case you're curious. And then I'm going to put the owl on the book, which is from the Apothecary Arcanum set. Also in the shop. Shameless self-promotion, what can I say? And I have these other ones that came from some like set. Again, I keep chopping this. I've used this one before, and I chop the stem off because it's at a wonkadoo little angle. So, there we go. I like that. The 8th. And the 9th. And I'll throw some of these stars. So somebody commented that they didn't like that I had background music through the whole last video, so you guys get to enjoy the silence. All right, that looks pretty good. So there is the 8th and the 9th. Let's get dark and moody on this page. Little moon, little potion jar. So, and sometimes I jump around and I will skip up a couple pages just to, like I can flip this tape over. I will skip around a little, just so like if I have a little swatch of tape left over, I'll just move it up a couple of pages so that I don't waste it. And as I tend to sort of clump pieces together, I also like to mix things that have like a more organic shape with things that have like a more geometric shape, like whether it's a piece of tape, which is going to feel a little square or rectangular, with something that has softer edges so that it's not like a whole bunch of squares or just like a whole bunch of loose shapes. So now I feel like I need just a little pop of color on this one. I kind of like these, the leaves too much. Yeah, I think I need a different shape. Decisions. I do also like mixing the translucent with the solids. Do I want something funny and silly? I don't know if it goes. Ooh, here we go. That's what we want. Maybe just a little bit of color. And on the facing page. Okay, we had one sticker left. We're just taking that. That was off of the peak foliage. Well, that looks kind of cool. The pumpkin with the mushroom sticking out of his head. I like that. So, mushroom head. And then need some. Maybe I'll use a bit more of this black washi. So, and you'll laugh because I've got my stuff stuck to every finger. There we go. Little pumpkin. Fun, 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 fun. I'm not sure I like this purple flower, but we stuck it down, so we're just gonna commit to that one. So then I need my date stickers. So yeah, we're gonna go down. There we go, 10th and 11th. I have already started working on new sticker sheets for the post-Halloween season. So stay tuned. I will probably reveal soon. I kind of like that. That's kind of fun. It's really big though. We're gonna do a little trim job here. Once again, it's like it didn't really need quite so much of an edge, but I do like this little guy. He's cute. So he doesn't feel quite as big. And then let's get some colored washi in here. So I trimmed the edge here so that I can tuck that in there, and then we'll just run that across. And then we'll put him here. And I think I might want something kind of sticking out from behind. Maybe some of these. Okay, well, it clearly wants to go there, so we will just squidge everything over. Yeah, this is one of those cases where I really should commit to using some of those like little tweezers and stuff, but just I'm not very good at it. So there we go. I kind of like that. So we're gonna peel this off and stick it down, and I'm gonna move some. I have little scraps of tape everywhere, so we're gonna get those out of the way. And my date stamp. And then, I do like kind of spooky apothecary jar. We'll stick that over there. And I think maybe to tie these pages together, I will use the same washi on the other side, so they look like they kind of coordinate. And if you know me well, you know that this lime green color is like my favorite color. Any kind of yellow green is my favorite. So we're going to stick this here. I feel like we need to steal some of these little skulls that are floating around. I mean, just because the date is the 13th of October. I know it's not a Friday, but it's still fun. We'll put a little skull down here so it feels extra spooktastic. There we go. So yeah, simple, fun. Try not to make this take too long. This is why I kind of do those sort of preliminary searches for stuff. And I will go back and add in a few rubber stamps towards the end. I love this. Moths. This is from Shelly Cuvion, I believe is her name. Also in the shop. Shameless plug. So, I'm gonna tip that right there. And I've been, this month I've been trying to use my photo printer more often. I have I have a Polaroid Mint, which is not like the most popular model. Most people tend to have, I think it's a Fuji one or something, but I bought it several years ago and it still works, so it seems foolish. And I also still have a lot of paper for it, so it seems foolish to like try to buy a different one. So I have been trying to print pictures out and include them in my planner. So like last week I went and saw an author do like a book signing, and so I included a picture on that day in my planner of me posed with the author. If you're curious, it was John Scalzi. He was promoting the release of the paperback version of Starter Villain, which is a book I really enjoyed. If you have not read it, I do recommend the audiobook because it is read by Will Wheaton, who is an excellent reader, very fun. And yeah, so just a general, had a good time. And I like including the pictures. It's that whole picture's worth 1,000 words kind of a thing. So yeah, I can flip back at some point so you guys can see some of the photos. There we go. All right, I think I'm gonna have the mushrooms growing out of the page. And oh, it's another sheet of peak foliage. I have a bunch that I kind of think of as they weren't cut perfectly, so like I kind of have the garbage ones. They're a little harder to punch out, but you know, I can't sell them, but they're still okay, so we do our best. The cute little mouse. He's really sweet. Let's see if I can, oh, we'll use some of this orange tape on this one. It kind of goes with the, the weirdest ASMR ever is the sound of washi tape. So, and because I'm almost done with this book and it is like there's this much left, and so it sits really rough, I have it sitting on top of another book so that it lays more flat when I open it. In case you were curious, it did just slide off of there. So, here we go. And I think I'm going to use a little bit more of this orange tape. put it underneath my little mousy dude. And that sticker came from, I'm not sure. It says Cro-Ming. I'm not sure what that is. But he's super cute. So we're going to set him over here. There we go. And stick the date on. And when I go back and add the day of the week with a marker, I tend to sort of try to wrap it wherever there's space near the number so that I just remember. And I like that it just means that my layout is a little, it just is different every day and it's kind of fun to look at. So like Friday, this past week, my friend and I went and picked out new eyeglasses. So this is us trying the glasses on, and it was just fun to have that included. Sneak peek, there's going to be ink bottle stickers coming soon. This was one of my test prints. And then today I got out my Halloween sweater because it was actually chilly out and was basically just a big old goofball. So haven't quite finished this page yet, obviously, because we're just getting started. This was I had such a long list of things to do. I tipped in another sheet of paper, so it's kind of my schedule for the week on a piece of side quests. Note paper. Here's my picture with John Scalzi. I also met a turtle on Wednesday. One of our neighbors has a 70-pound African tortoise in his front yard who does laps when the weather's nice. But as it's starting to get colder, because he's an African tortoise, he'll be moved into his wintertime lair in their basement. So it might be several months before I get to see him again, but his name is Tyrion. So yeah, that is sort of where things have gone thus far. But you may not like how my pages look. They might be too chaotic for you, but I really enjoy them. And because they're sort of chaos to begin with, I don't feel bad when they end up looking like chaos when they're done. They're just messy and fun. So, all right, put my clip back on. Also available in the shop if you're curious. All right, I think I really want to try these stickers here. So let's do, this polka dot tape will be fun. It was a dark and spooky night. Please don't ask where any of this washi tape came from because I have no idea. Most of it is probably a decade old. I'm surprised it's still sticky. We'll stick a little bit of it over here. Here we go. So waste nothing. Stick it all. So I think this little teapot's really cute. Do we want the teapot? Or do we want the fancy? We want the fancy drink. It kind of matches too. So we'll stick that there. And then we'll stick this one here. And it's crooked. Let's see if we can straighten this out a little. There we go. There we go. I like this little crystal. I'll stick that there. And a little moon. Yeah. Okay. So this is a kind of a fun way to like use some stickers from one set and just have them crisscross across the pages. So you kind of get a little themed look without really having to do much. So I'm just using like the same sticker sheet on both pages, mixed with some coordinating washi tape, and voila, it kind of looks cute. So I'm gonna pinch that back on there. So what else have we got? Ollie has joined us. Oh, that's saved for the 31st. I'm gonna leave that over there. My scary spider. We have like a wizard. A little apothecary jar. I was just looking through these other stickers to see if there's anything that I wanted to use. Oh, I also have my giant mystical ephemera book, which I have not really plucked from. And this is another case where like the pages kind of have a theme to them. So it might be fun to use like some of these stickers on both the left and the right hand side of the page. And I could actually combine them with some of these mushrooms because the color scheme is pretty similar. I kind of like this little letter with a pen and the quill and the book. Maybe we'll do that. And then find some, maybe we'll use the orange tape again. Yeah. You guys are not privy to Ollie's personal care routine that's going on the table here. Dude. I guess being a cat means you just don't care. So, okay, we've done like top. We're going to do the bottom this time. And my scissors are probably underneath this book. I'm just going to tear right there for now until I can uncover them. So, and then I'm going to move my clip and do this one here. So it's kind of matching across the pages. And if I combine think those work? Yell louder if you disagree. So, kind of like that. I'll peel this one off. If I can get it off the sheet. Okay, there we go. I think I like that better. We'll stick that on there. Oh, these little bottles are cute. Little potion bottles. And we'll put our numbers on. Stick that right here. Okay, that looks like a giant cluster. I apologize. That was not my best layout. It just kind of looks crowded. Let's see if I can peel this off. All right, this bottle needs to go somewhere else. So some of the washi tape is easier to peel up than others, but you know, sometimes you just got to live with your potentially faulty design decisions. Okay, that's a little better. It just doesn't feel quite as sort of crowded. It was just looking a little clunky. So, and there, trim that off. And I have like so much tape stuck to my fingers. I try to make a little pile and get it out of my hair. So, okay. Next page. I've got a couple more little mice I could use. We want him there and him here, so they kind of look like they're like buddies. Sleeping, looking back. Oh, that's what the words are. So what was the other one? What did the other one say? Crouching, maybe? So just little postures. So they were early sketches, I think. I think these were from, I think it's called the Heartwood Tarot. I think that's what these are from. They were like extras that came when I got the decks. All right, we shall tape. I think our little mousy friends Need some bookshelf tape. I'm going to try doing a little bit different layout than I had done on the previous page. So maybe we'll slide this down here and then squidge this one up. And as I've mentioned before, I try to mix up the position on the page so that all of the sticker bulk isn't all in one place. So, because that can, you know, like you kind of want to distribute the, like all the extra paper that you're adding to your book sort of as best as you can. So that it's not all like down in the bottom corner or something, and then you have like one big section that's like really, really fat, and then some that's really slim. Because I'm already dealing with the fact that my book is so thick on that side that I'm kind of having to, you know, prop it up on another book just so it lays flat. So I think these pages will be helped by a few little rubber stamps that I'll add in here at the end. So we have 20 and 21. We are getting there, folks. Only a few more. But checking my counter as it is right now, this has taken me about 30 minutes, which doesn't really seem all that long, considering that I'm talking and pasting at the same time. I feel like for most people, it shouldn't take you more than 30 minutes. Honestly, you know, put an episode of your favorite TV show on or a podcast, and these should go pretty quickly. I got like a little jumpy bunny. I don't know. Bunny doesn't feel Halloween-y enough to me. The little black cat was cool though, but I think I'm gonna have to glue this guy down. And I really like this jar, but I don't know if these two go together. We've got to find a home for this guy. He cracks me up. So. Decisions. Okay, we'll look in this book. Let's see if there's anything that catches my eye. They put these stickers in here that look like you can write on them or something, but they're all glossy, so like not fountain pen friendly. So I tend to avoid those. Oh, this blue is kind of interesting, although it doesn't really go with the rest of my color scheme. These little strips are kind of cool. They're kind of like washi tape, but not. I don't know if my cat goes with that, though. We're going to stick this one here. And you can see I kind of have a habit of like, if I put one in the top corner, I'm going to put one in the bottom corner on the other page so that one, the bulk is in different spots, but also it kind of creates a little harmony on the page. So, and then I can stick that there. And these are really fun. I really like this sheet. It's Haven Peckover. This was one of the sticky sheets. And I was so excited to discover that these were all clear, translucent like stickers. So, you know, you can still see your grid and all that kind of stuff in the background. So, we've had a cat switch up. We now have a Zoe on the table. Ollie went somewhere else to lick his private parts. I appreciate that very much. Let's see if I can. Come on, come on, come on. There we go. Sometimes it's not just me that has trouble. There we go. Oh, 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 I like it. I like it. It's fun. Maybe we'll put a little beetle. Spooky beetle. He'll go on here. And then we'll slap some stickers or some date stamps on here, and we'll call this page finished. So I'm going to stick that there. And this one here, kind of over there. There we go. Oh, gotta trim these little, I got the little flippers on. That's gotta come off. And then this one, there we go. So, I'm also known to cut washi tape in half if it's too wide, or tear it, because sometimes that's interesting too, to tear like a big strip like this, although this has more like pictures on it, so it might be a little weird to cut this one in half. But this one has all kinds of like tarot card images, so I might just doop. I think I like her. And I'm not sure where these images came from. I hope that they weren't stolen. I hope somebody actually drew these and for this, but you never know. So, because I did find this washi in a set on Amazon, so who knows? It's always a little shady. Hi, Zoe. Go, 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 go. I think somewhere I have a couple more moons. Ooh, and I have these. So you can kind of very much lean into the sort of black and white on this page. Where'd my big roll of oh, here it is. My tapes. No, princess. Off you go. I do like this astrological. I think this is probably why I bought like one of those sets of washi on Amazon, because it had this on here. My scissors are gone again. I spent probably this would take a lot less time if I didn't just set stuff down any old place and then spend 5 minutes trying to find it again. It's not just me, right? This happens to everybody. It's just me, I figured. I think I want, oh, maybe some of these feathers. I was thinking about this moon, but again, there's some really square images here, so I feel like we need to break up the space with something that's a little bit more natural shaped, a little more amorphous. Meh, these are all right. Not my finest hour. Let's see if we can find a little something extra in the mystical, what's this called? Mystical ephemera. These pumpkins are fun. And the cats. I'm going to pull this page out so we use it next. All right. Not my best page, but we're going to call it done for now. This is a little stacked here. It probably would have been more interesting if it was like all the way in the corner. Maybe what we do is take this tape and we just soften that edge a little bit. There we go. Maybe that helps? I don't know. What do you think? So, sometimes I just have to fiddle around. But I do like this tape when it's torn. It looks a little more like a texture and a little less specific. So I think for the next page, I'm going to use that same tape again and give it a good tear, and then use these pumpkins, which are super fun. So we're just going to tear this. And then I'm going to stick that there. And we're going to go stick this one here. Snip off a little bit on the ends. Yeah. And that's fun. Got stuff stuck all over me. And then let's see if we can find just another tiny little element. Maybe some, oh, let's find some leaves. Can add, this is from the Fall Florals. And again, just adding some of that natural shape. Like that. And stick our there's the 26th and the 27th. So close, so close. We are almost done. I am sorry this video is going on. Okay, we've done this for 42 minutes. I'm going to pick up the pace. So we're going to aim to get that full moon sort of in the middle there. And tuck that in. There we go. And then maybe this is a good place for this black cat. Should we have stuff coming out of his butt? Maybe not. Maybe we should squidge him up a little. He's pretty big. It's not working for me. We can use some autumnal avians. This is the whole reason why I designed my own stickers, is because I wanted to use them. I have no shame. I have no shame. I'm sorry. But they're so much fun. So my stickers are the ones that are a little off, a little not perfect. I kind of like these. Let's stick these in here. Oh, there's even another bird, another crow. Just stick that one there. It's got eyeballs in the drink. And then this one. And that is like a, it looks like a, something you'd hang, like dried herbs kind of thing. I'll hang that up there. And I kind of want it there. Wow, I totally botched that up, didn't I? Let's peel that off. There we go. Lay that flat. Thank you, washi tape, for being able to be peeled up just a little bit. I'm gonna stick it there. All right. We have 2 more days. Super excited. Oh, and this is, somehow this page has a schmutz, so we're going to skip that page. Because this is the end of my book. Like this, I have this many pages left. So it's okay. I'll have a little room for like a little conclusion thing. But we can actually, we're just going to take up some space. Can he sit on, he, she? Yes. Yes, yes, yes. So we're going to cover up the ink spooge from the other page and have him sit, my little devil child, on top of the moon, which is what I've been wanting to do all along. I'm going to set that there. And I'm just, because I only have a few pages left, I'm going to give the 30th and the 31st their own pages because it's my book and I can do what I want. Also because this sticker is friggin' huge, but I really want to use it. And we're going to put some, heck, should we just do it? Should we just use this giant sheet of washi, which I have not even peeled? Let's see what, In the vast canvas of the night, your love is the brightest constellation, stars which are poetry of heaven. Yeah, we're definitely going to just like cut and tear this up because it does not make any kind of sense. So we're just going to stick that there so we can cover it up here and tear that. Stick that down here. There we go. Yeah. Better? Just okay. All right, I'm going to tear this one a little bit because I really don't like that text at the bottom. It needs to go. So there we go. We're going to just flip it over. So I'm going to stick this here. Maybe. We're so close, so close. Oh, that's better. All right. How many times can I peel this tape up before it doesn't stick anymore? There we go. And then I want some natural. Again, this feels really square right now, so I'm going to add in some leaves, some natural things that are kind of going to pop out from behind that sticker. Do we want some orange leaves? I really like that sheet of green. I feel like maybe, I don't know. What do you think? Maybe not. Maybe this is where stamping will come in handy. And I'm actually, once again, going to cut these borders off because there's no need. It's just a square sticker. So, you know, honestly, I don't even think I need the 31st on here. I just liked it. But I do like this lace and spider. Feels very holiday appropriate. Oh, that's much better. It just was not, that pink wasn't going. There we go. And then we're going to stamp around this one. So I really like those. And I really like these little leaves. But a drippy candle might be fun. Key. And I think I had one more block so I could kind of double up my stamping. So I have this one too. This is one of my favorites. I wish I could figure out how to get these made so that I could sell them in the shop, but it's like a really thin piece of plexi, and it has a hole in it so you can actually like hang it on a carabiner or something to use as a stamping block, and it just doesn't take up any space at all, and I find it super convenient. Obviously not all of my stamps would fit on here, but I think a lot of them would, and I tend to just make do. So we're going to, and this is where the oversized pad comes in handy, so I can check and make sure. Yeah, that doesn't look too bad. So, and as I've said before, I will take like the old, like whatever I've peeled stuff off of and use it to blot out so it doesn't stamp on my picture if I don't want it to. So there we go. So there, not too bad. And then I think I'm going to use these others. I like the little viney ones. And I'm not above taking one of these little blocks, if I could pick it up, and sticking something on the other side so I can use both sides at the same time. So it gets a little hard to see what you're doing, but you know, if you're in a rush and you're just wanting to get this done, it's not terrible. There we go. Oddly, not as happy with this October 31st page as I was hoping. But maybe what I'll end up doing is sticking some photos on here when it gets to that point, and I won't be so mad about it. So I'm going to take those off. That's what you get when you buy crap on Amazon. Don't do it. It's garbage. I'll be the first one to tell you. So, let me find a little, there we go. There we go. A little cat action. Took me too long to find a page to stamp that on. It kind of dried out a little. That is going to be a hard spot to stamp because this book is so puffy. Can I do it like this? Yep, that worked. Ha! Much better. My stamps are way stickier than the cheap ones I bought. So now I know I've learned my lesson. No more cheap stamps. Let's see. Oh, I want to play with the cauldron. Yes, I think the little witchy lady needs one, right? What do you think? Yep. Well, this page actually looks kind of cute with all the test stamping. There we go. Perfect. And then I can color that in with ink if I want, or colored pencil. And you'll see my, there's schmutz on here, but that just wipes right off, and you can use like a baby wipe if you need it. Grab this little block again, just because the stamp is so small. I need a little scrap paper here. What did I do? I completely skipped a page. Why didn't anybody say anything? So, yeah, so, I skipped an entire page. So, okay. Well, that was silly. Well, let's do something really silly, and we'll use this giant cauldron. Almost does it even fit on my block? There we go. Okay, I'm going to test print. Not too bad. Well, there we go. All right, so we have a spare page, just a random page. We'll kind of clean that off a little. These really do not stick well. They're like super floppy. I apologize. I won't buy cheap stamps anymore. I just wanted to see it because I didn't know. So this little guy. This came from Sticky Club. This is a good stamp. Maybe this is where I actually have to pull out this weird green color. Yeah, I think I will. The frayed burlap is this other color. Yeah. And then we will stamp that on there. Ta-da! All right, folks, I think that's everything. With all the mistakes and little janky bits, we have 8 and 9, idiot page, 10 and 11, 12, 13, 14th and 15th, 16 and 17, 18 and 19. I might add some of the little sort of leafy pieces in here because I think that we'll just add a little something. 20 and 21, 22 and 23, 24 and 25, 26 and 27, 28, 29. Poopy page. The 30th, which we gave a big page since he takes up so much space. And the 31st, which will give me space to put some photos, like if we do dress up or we have a carved pumpkin I want to include in here. So yeah, and I might add more stamps and stuff, but pretty much this is done. I'll add my dates in by hand like I did on these other pages. So thanks for sticking with me. That was a long video. I will definitely fast forward through a good chunk of it because I feel like it's probably pretty boring. But anyway, thanks so much for watching, and I will see you again in November.